Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. So, I am completely excited because today I finally get to bring you the Hornbeak knife. This is his coffin-handled Bowie. And if you want one of these, all you do is get a hold of, wrong card, Mr. Hornbeak. I know it's backwards, but you see the symbol, Hornbeak knives. And it's easy because it's jedhornbeak@gmail.com. If he doesn't get a hold of you immediately, don't worry, he will. But jedhornbeak@gmail.com. I'll even turn it around and show you what it looks like backwards. So it's real easy. It's exactly at jedhornbeak@gmail.com if you want anything from him. Now, not only am I about to show you this guy, but got some pretty big news coming down the pipe with Mr. Hornbeak. We were talking about doing a collaboration at Blade Show, and I sent him a design, and he said, "Oh, you know, to mill this, I'd have to do this." And I said, "Listen, I want a true collab. I don't want just a D-bad design done by Hornbeak. I want a collab. I have a design that we could do together where I designed it and he'd be able to blow it off. I have this great Dracula dagger I've been working on, a ring dagger, which I think he would be really cool with. But I came up with a blade shape that nobody else has. So, and it's really hard. I tell you all the time, it's really hard coming up with something new because blades have been done for thousands of years. They're pretty much already been done. I came up with something different. So I want him to put his stank on it, and between the two of us, mesh up one pretty nasty piece. And when it comes out, I'll show you the original design that I did, and then we'll show you his put-ins, and we are going to have one nasty knife that you would be able to order or even pick up at one of the blade shows next year. But let's get into this guy right here. So first and foremost, Jed's sheaths are no joke. His sheaths are no joke. You can wear this across the belt. You can wear this up and down. It doesn't matter. You can scout carry, regular carry. It doesn't matter. This thing is, you smell this. It's like walking into a Wilson's. Oh my God, it smells so good. But, ooh, God is good, man. So here's the deal. This thing is crazy. Do you see all these lines right here? It's on both sides. So basically, he put these lines into the whole steel, and then he ground away around them, and it is just awesome. You see the milling lines inside of these fullers, which are completely freaking unique. You don't see fullers like that. It's just awesome. But he kept those mill lines in there, and it looks amazing. You have this wonderful micarta handle that flares out as it's supposed to, and it just not only adds comfort but stability as well. This thing is ridiculous. He does some of the best tooling and jimping you'll see. You see how all those edges are rounded and nice? See how all this is really nice? It's not hard lines. He goes through everything, makes sure every part of the knife is absolutely perfect. The guy isn't just a genius, but he's a master. Jed is literally the guy that's up and coming. He's going to be, by next year, the year after, he's going to be the guy everybody wants doing knives for them. You do have two sets of holes, so you can use it for lashing. You can use it for even doing a lanyard wrap to go around the back of your hand to really hold it in, depending on what you're doing. So literally you'd slip your hand in like a glove, and you can have the lines going over. It's a really, really smart design. It is A2 steel. A2 steel, not R2 like D2. This is A2 steel. We have an 8-inch blade, and it's about 12 and I want to say 3/4 overall. Everything about it is just right. We're going to take it outside. We're going to hit some stuff, get really excited. Now, I have been playing with this. I don't know how it's hard doing it with, oh, wow. Okay, so I guess it's shave sharp. I want to get these on there without losing them. Yeah, that is completely 100% shave sharp, out of the box for a nice, big, radical looking, doomsday looking Bowie. I mean, this is literally a doomsday looking Bowie. I could honestly see somebody on The Walking Dead just taking out some zombies with this thing. Let's take it outside. Woo! All right, so let's get a good look at this in the light. You can really see how much detail and precision he puts into everything. Look at these little river lines, man. That is one of the coolest looking finishes I've ever seen. That is literally one of the coolest looking finishes I've ever seen. And we didn't talk about on the collab what kind of finish to do the blade. I would not be mad if it came out looking like that. This thing is cool, man. It is just absolutely cool. And here's the best part about Jed. Everybody's like, oh, when are you gonna have a USA made? And I'd rather have a blade that's made in the USA. Well, Jed makes all of his stuff right in Tennessee. He doesn't outsource. He makes everything himself right in Tennessee, in Hornbeak, Tennessee. Hence the Jed Hornbeak knives. And the guy, he just does it right. This thing is so nasty looking. All right, so let's do some 4-foot gravity drops. Check that bite. Boop. Oh man, it hits like a ton. Look at, I believe it's a 1/4 inch thick. It is just wonderful, man. Boop. All right, let's do a couple hard downward throws, and you have to make sound effects. Oh, I know that nothing's going to loosen here, and I know there's not going to be any tip damage, so really it just comes down to how much does it go through that swedge tip. I love the modified Predator clip because I'm coming up with my own a signature style blade, and my signature style, like the one I sent him, does have a modified Predator tip and then a little something extra. So I'm pretty excited about it. Let's try and do a push cut in the 1/2 inch nylon rope. Wow, Jed Hornbeak, you got to be kidding! That was so easy. This knife, a knife like this isn't supposed to be that sharp, man. I mean, that's just, I love the rivers in there. That's just awesome. All right, so let's try the fuel line. Get a nice easy push there. I'm telling you, man, he has absolutely killed it. Look at that, I got a ring on the throw. Of course, it started there. Golly. I mean, it's like, what do you say, man? The knife is just awesome. It's literally awesome. It's not really good. It's not, man, that's pretty badass. This thing is awesome. I mean, it's A2 steel, so it's going to hold an edge. And doing stuff like this, you aren't going to hurt it. I mean, you could literally do this all day long. I could do this on petrified wood, and it's going to be okay because it's A2 steel. And let me tell you about Jed's heat treats. My Nepalese Gladiator and the second one he did for me, which was a Rambo knife, it's just awesome. Just look at this. Oh. Edge, geometry, perfection. Just perfection. The guy is a master. But literally in the next couple years, the knives that he's doing, I mean, the value is probably going to double. To get one made by him now would be really smart. It would be really smart. And he has designs that are already done that you can buy right off the rip. I don't know how many of these he has done. When we were at Blade Show, I saw it. I needed it. I had to have it. It's just awesome, man. It is awesome. So let's go test put a test into the plastic netting, and then we're just going to start hitting stuff. I don't care about anything else. This knife is just too awesome. Just holding it, you can really feel the difference when you're holding something like this as opposed to like some Rough Rider knife. You know what I mean? Where the quality just isn't there. You can just feel the quality. Oh. Okay, I don't know about buoys. I think this may be the easiest rip on a buoy on the plastic netting. This thing is just insanely ridiculous. This thing had my name all over it at Blade Show. I didn't care. I just needed it, and I said it straight out. I said, I need this. I said, how much? I'm buying it right now. With the spine. Tip. Just devastating. This thing is devastating. Like bad news from your ex. Like, oh, hey, better get checked. Or, hey, guess who's having a baby? Devastating. I'm so like, I can't be more impressed with it because it doesn't just feel good. It's awesome. Let's see here. Oh, man. I don't like missing. I don't like when they don't go in. Oh, and it went twice. You know what the problem is? I got back up. I could see that the tip is getting around, but I just short shot it. There, that's all I had to do. Back up a little bit. Oh, golly, that was in there. All right. What do you say we hit? Gosh. I'm telling you, these... Ooh, look at that in the light. All these little lines in the grooves inside the grip, insanely well done. He's the best at what he does. He really is. All right, so we're gonna go and find something to whack on. All right, I've got some more of this sycamore hanging out. Good hard stuff. So let's take some shots at this here. Let's take some shots at this. It's all knots too. It's so comfortable. There's nothing in your hand. I know we talk like hot spots and stuff like that. You're not going to find a hot spot in here. Man, there's nothing to grind against your hand. Nothing. It's just perfect. Look at that. See the dark spots? That's all knots. This thing is just insane, man. This is one nasty, and I mean serious nasty knife. He is everything you want your knife maker to be. He designs. He's one of my favorite designers on the planet. And then he's one of my favorite makers on the planet. He just, everything he does, he does perfectly. My Nepalese gladiator, how he put the handle together, if you see the video and how it's made, people don't believe it. When we were at Knife Show, I was explaining how he does when he has different materials in a handle and how he does certain things. And people just couldn't believe it because they didn't think of it themselves. You know, people who make knives couldn't believe how it was done. True story, Lynn Thompson, the old Cold Steel owner, that Lynn Thompson, came up to Jed's booth and took one look at his knives and was like, how'd you like to design a knife for me? Come on, man. So, I mean, he's just real deal. He's real deal. The guild, the Knife Makers Guild, approached him. He didn't put in some application or go to them. They approached him and said, we will accept you in the Knife Makers Guild right now if you want to join in. When does that happen? It doesn't. I'm telling you guys, Jed is something special. If you want the best, jedhornbeak@gmail.com. Find him on Instagram. He will try to be getting some more videos back up on YouTube. He hasn't been on YouTube in a while because he's just been making knives. Wow. If you want one of these, I'm telling you, I would contact him and say, show me the money. Well, actually, that's the part he says. He used to say, show me the blade. This thing is just ridiculous. It's so awesome. All right. So, and who knows, you get a hold of him. You get a hold of him and he might be able to say, what are you looking for? And I can show you what I have. He does some of the best chisel grinds on the planet. For me, chisel grinds don't work because I'm left-handed and they're generally made for right-handed people. So I am not a chisel grind person, but there's a lot of people that are. And when people want a chisel grind, they go to him because he makes the best chisel grinds there is.
The guy, just if they say, okay, well, there's this style, and this style, he'll say, okay, then I'll just do the best in each one. Why? Because he can. It's just what he does. All right, so that's it for this one. I am Donnie P all day. Till next knife.